For me, it's been a great privilege to be the Managing Director of the Aircraft Carrier Alliance in the final 3 years of its existence. It's been a great privilege to lead such a fantastic team that have achieved so much in this time.
The most memorable thing for me is getting Queen Elizabeth out in sea trials. It was a sunny day. We're all standing up on the flight deck. Many people, RN, industry partners, subcontractors, and there was excitement, nervousness of, will she come out the dock? I think it was a couple of inches either side. That was a bit of a moment as well, looking back and seeing how tight it was to come out the dock.
Because you can't see the edges of the dock from the overhang of the ship. All you know is that you're going through it and think, no, we're going to hit something, there's no way it'll fit through here, but no, we made it.
The memorable part was going underneath the bridge, because everybody was thinking, will it go under? It's a bit of a moment, mate, I had. You're kind of, you freeze, waiting for it to go under, There was a lot of cheering going on, a lot of noises being created at that time of night.
Going out on sea trials, it's certainly an experience that I'll not forget. We saw the American Navy, we saw the American Navy fast jets, even down to coming into Invergordon with the dolphins jumping in front of the bow of the ship as we came in. There was a lot of things that I'll remember for a long time.
I think the most memorable thing was that day back last year on HMS Queen Elizabeth when we landed the first 2 F-35s, the Lightning jets on board. That feeling of standing there on the bridge watching the 2 jets coming round into their pattern and ready to do their land-on procedure was just one of those moments where you have to pinch yourself, and you could really feel it on board. And that tension as the first jet landed on and taxied into position, there was that sort of relief that, my goodness, this has gone well.
My highlight is definitely the undocking period with Prince of Wales. So as she was coming out of the dock, we were standing on the dock side, which meant we were actually underneath the catwalks, and as the full length of the ship went past us, it cast a shadow over us, which just kind of gave you a feel for how large this ship was we actually built. As the fog descended even further, visibility got very poor, but we knew the ship was still out there turning and getting into our new home on JK berth.
It's when it moved to dry dock to her, it was really big. Its view was amazing.
To see her progress through the different phases of outfit, and now as the Navy start to move on board, she's not just a ship that we're making anymore, it's someone's home, and it's the next step for them.
We've done the sort of grafting work. We can now see all the results coming to fruition. The systems are coming live. You can see the brains of the ship now starting to work. It's a great pleasure actually seeing all the systems switching on, knowing that we've been a part of that.
As you walk through the ship, the smells of industry, of welding, of painting are fading away, and it's been replaced with, the smells of tea and coffee and office spaces and the galley as they're cooking and preparing meals. So I certainly think it's turning into more of a home and their home as opposed to our workspace.
There was a real buzz about the place. There is that excitement. For many of the ship's company, it's their first ship, their first seagoing experience, and this is now their defining moment of being able to take the ship to sea and to actually see what it can do and put it through its paces.
When you do come down in the morning and you see it never gets old. It's massive. It's way bigger than any ship you've seen in the fleet before. So vast, so technological, so future-proof as well. We've been working alongside the Civi counterparts, getting trained on the network, now maintaining it, so we're well integrated.
From my experience, working with industry has been excellent. I've never had that opportunity before to do that. They've been a great help to us, and hopefully we've been a great help to them as well, assisting them any ways that they need. I think, wow, massive bit of British engineering, and proud to serve on it, to be honest.
It's wonderful for them because it's not just being handed over to them as a finished product. They are part of our team and they are helping us finish it. They're helping us build it and get ready for her action in sea.
And it's really good to see how involved the Navy have been and how keen they are to learn.
Just going to give it our all. We've had the training, all the skills and everything that we need to progress, so we'll just take everything as it comes.
We've poured heart and soul into building this ship, and letting her go from Rosyth, I know, will be an emotional moment. No two ways about that.
There's a little tinge of sadness because this project is 11 years of my life, near enough, and when she leaves, that's us finished with her. Moving on to different things then.
We've got to reflect on the coming together of industry and various industrial partners that have made this possible. And so many parts have come from the different parts of the country. They've been brought to Rosyth. They've been then assembled by a dedicated workforce. I think they should absolutely be proud, and their families should be proud also of the part that they've played in that, in making sure that we have got a legacy for the United Kingdom of two fantastic ships, HMS Queen Elizabeth and HMS Prince of Wales, for 50 years going forward.
I think the United Kingdom should be proud of this warship, as we have designed, built, commissioned and finally have it into service with the Royal Navy, all within the United Kingdom. It's really shown our engineering prowess from design and then the shipbuilding phase.
I think in time, once it's handed over and we look back a few years from now, we'll be immensely proud of it sitting alongside its sister ship and out at sea.
It'll be a long time before we build something as big or as iconic again. And to say you were a part of it, I'll be very proud to have said that.
I never in my wildest dreams thought that I would be on a project like this. And to have contributed in some way to that is just once in a lifetime.
And to finish my career building these technological marvels, really, these carriers, is really a sense of achievement. I do feel proud of what we've achieved.
I knew that this was a once in a lifetime, opportunity. Firstly, to actually be this close to the carrier, and actually be a part of the, build. So that's a great honour.
I don't think just now for a lot of people you'll appreciate the enormity of what people are doing, and it will be maybe 5-10 years from now that people will look back and say I was part of something historical moment in British maritime history.
I definitely think the workforce should be massively proud of themselves for what they've achieved, and I think they should be proud for years to come as they see the ship on TV going on deployment and returning when we all return to our families.
So as I finish the programme, I'm immensely grateful to the team, and it has been one hell of a team that have finished the Prince of Wales in the way that they have. When I see the ship operating in the future, I know that I will feel a really strong sense of pride in the team's achievement. Flying aircraft off the deck of this aircraft carrier is a very complex thing. It's the evidence that we've done our job well, and I just wait for that moment. I know we'll feel really good when that happens, and it's not that far away.
This is the Royal Navy now getting back into the carrier age. There are not many countries in the world that can build two supercarriers, that's for sure. It gives our government choice, it really does. They are a strategic asset. They operate as a sovereign base. And in particularly in these changing times, we need that choice for the government to be able to support our diplomatic, economic and security interests overseas. And that moment when we be able to bring the two carriers together on the same piece of ocean is going to be another special moment. I mean, there's been lots and lots of firsts in this project, and this is one of the key moments when we get the two ships together and we're able to get that photograph and operating together and look out of the window between each other and see our sister ship operating beside us is going to be superb. It really is.